Everything in life is temporary. The success, the failures, all pain and hardships, everything. We can simply say that this also will pass. But it is our job and responsibility to find out the meaning and purpose of this pain. What can it teach us? When we come out of trials and deep waters, we simply realize that we didn't manage it well. It was God who carried us through. But now one thing is sure, that we are ready for the next season and for the next level. Every adversity in our life is for an advancement for one who trusts in God. When we think that everything around us is crashing down, remember one thing: not everything can be shaken. For example, the throne of God. The throne of God is where one day you and me have to stand to give account of our life. And it is the same throne of God is where we can today boldly approach to access mercy, help and grace, all because of Jesus Christ who paid a price for us. The prophecies and the promises of God will not change. God has promised us a purpose-driven life. He said He will give us a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. Let me give you an example or a testimony of my life. Before I came abroad, I secured a job in one of the Bombay hospitals. I got the job, but there was no accommodation. The hostel was full and there were so many people on the waiting list. At that time, I was living in a temporary accommodation and I desperately needed a hostel. I was devastated. So I went to the reception and I found a corner chair. I sat there, took a book out and started reading because I had nowhere to go. There was a lady in the reception. She was silently watching me. She approached me after some time for a friendly chat and she asked me whether she could help me with something. I told her that I need an accommodation. This lady told me that she knew the person who is in charge of that accommodation, and she telephoned him, and this gentleman came down after a few minutes. He also came and had a lovely little chat with me, and he gave me his card and sent me to the hostel. I went to the hostel. I gave this card to the hostel warden, and this lady gives me the hostel accommodation key on the same day. Friends, what happened? Who are they? Two strangers. I call them the way in the wilderness and the river in the desert. So today, whoever stands on your way or whatever against you, don't give up. The Bible says, when this whirlwind passes, the wicked is no more, and the foundation of the righteous will stand forever. Let me conclude saying this. The final saying of our life, the final word of our life is from God, because God is the Word.